is Tuesday, May 17th, just after 1 o'clock. This morning while I was at work, I got a phone call from Manuel Sanchez that he had a cattle mutilation. And this particular animal, it's about a 1.5 year old heifer female. Now the interesting thing is, who's ever mutilating the animals, are they targeting the area? Are they targeting the ranch per se, meaning his ranch? Or are they targeting him, the rancher himself? There's something significant about these animals that are causes for them to be targeted more than at least once. Obviously, when an animal is killed like this, and there's no evidence that a predator took it, and there's no evidence that it died of natural causes, viruses, or hurt itself. I mean, the leg is cut through, but the bone is not broken. So it doesn't look like it had a shear break where the animal died of a broken bone. So that's really good evidence right there that it didn't die over those injuries, which would lead you to believe that, okay, let's say a human did it. Well, if a human did it, that's a criminal act. And the Sheriff's Department was out here, the Castilla County Sheriff's Department was out here earlier today, and I believe they took a case report on it. This would be considered a criminal act from a law enforcement point of view. Why would a human do this? It doesn't make sense. I don't see any evidence of knife marks or gunshot wounds or anything like that. Well, what happened was before Manuel Sanchez learned that this animal had been killed, the rancher, one of the nearby ranches here that uses this area also for grazing his animals, saw the dead animal and went ahead and scorched it, burned it, to keep the dogs, his dogs, from eating on it. At that point, they really don't know why the animal died, if it's diseased. So one of the ways of controlling a possible diseased animal out here is to obviously burn it to kill any type of bacteria that you don't want to infect the other animals. Okay. And there's really nothing unusual. What's kind of neat about this is if you look at the outline of the animal where it was burned, you can see the impressions, especially right here. I don't know if you can see my shadow.
Yep. Right.
You see there's an impression of the weight of the animal.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the impression here.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around. You know what you don't see? You don't see any markings where the animal was struggling to stay alive. So basically, this animal just either was, I don't want to say dropped here, but just fell over dead with no struggle at all. Well, obviously, the first thing out of the ordinary is we're looking at the rib cage, a chest cavity here that's taken, which is very unusual when it comes to predators or even scavengers. There's absolutely no reason for a scavenger to come in there because that's not where the meat is. What I'm hoping for is a case where we have something like this that wasn't burned, that you could see the clear, clean incision marks, that I could take the animal with me down to a lab and have them do an in-house necropsy on it. That way they would strip the hide, they would look for any type of markings. This particular case is very unusual. Generally we don't see that type of damage on an animal. It seems that these cases are becoming very unique in themselves. It just doesn't make sense. Just another one of those unusual deaths out here in San Luis Valley.